Happy season finale of Lost Thursday! A while ago, Peter was talking about Meyer, and I think it seemed pretty unanimous amongst the 4 other Midwesterners that none of us had ever heard of it before. And I meant to mention this last week, but I was just so busy making my blog that I completely forgot. But on the way to Disney, Alex and I actually saw a Meyer. I believe it was in Indiana, but I could be wrong. And so we stopped there. But we actually only stopped to get that picture. We didn't go inside. Alex asked us what our favorite ride was, and I completely agree with Amy that Raging Bull is awesome. But just for the sake of naming something different, I'm going to name what my favorite ride was from last week when I was in Disney. The ride was Everest, and it was in the Disney's Animal Kingdom, I believe. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the ride, I will tell you all about it right now. So the theme of the ride is that you're going up into the mountains to find the Yeti. And as you wait in line, you see all these things that describe the Yeti. And then you get on the ride, and you go up into the mountains. And you get to the top of the tracks, and the tracks are broken because of the Yeti. And then you're like, oh no, what's going to go on? The track's broken. We can't keep going, because then we will die. And then you start falling backwards. And you're like, oh my god, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. What's going on? And then finally, you stop, and you see the shadow of the Yeti. And then you start going forward, and you're like, oh no, now I'm going forward. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused. I'm on a ride. And then finally, before you reach the end, you finally see the Yeti. It was pretty cool. So, Amy, I owe you 2 questions because I inadvertently ignored yours last week. And so your question from last week was something I'm proud of. And I can't really think of like an accomplishment offhand that I'm proud of, but I guess just a character trait of mine that I'm proud of is I'm proud of my hard work ethic. So your second question, the one from this week, was what was our best and worst part of the week? And if I don't include the time in Disney, because obviously that was the best, my best part of this week was when I got a phone call back from a job. Right now, my current job, I won't be getting many hours during the summer, and that's unfortunate because I need to pay bills. I have rent and cell phone and whatnot, so I need another job. So that was exciting to get a call back, and I went in for an interview, and I think it went pretty well, except for it was really weird because the guy who interviewed me isn't actually doing the hiring, because he's going to be leaving and a new manager is coming in, so he's going to pass the information along to the new manager. So I don't know. We'll hope that my interview translates well into note form. And hopefully if I get the job, I'll be able to hang on to it until I get an actual job in my profession, because I'll be graduating in December. So I'm hoping this is my last, shit job until I get a real job, because that would be nice. My worst part of the week was the drive back from Disney. I tell you what, it was kind of a pain. The drive there wasn't bad. I pictured the drive there, after 4 hours getting old, and then it would, become frustrating to be in a car for so long. But we really all had fun the entire ride there. The ride back, though, just was a different story. We were all exhausted. We'd already spent a week in the parks. I ended up taking the 3 o'clock a.m. to, I think it was 8 o'clock a.m. drive shift. Sean was nice enough to stay up with me for most of it, but, he was on his iPhone doing his thing, and I was driving, and there wasn't a whole lot of talking, and so I was just bored. And then when my shift was finally over, I didn't get that much sleep. I think I slept for 4 hours total, and they weren't all in a row. However, I will say this, it was pretty cool because right before we left Disney, I did something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I went to Sonic. And I'll be honest, the food wasn't anything super amazing, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I think if we had one around here, I would go to it. But we don't, so that will probably be the last time I ever eat there. This cherry limeade is just not the same, though. Shelby asked for a hidden talent, and, I thought about it for a while, and I don't know if I really have one. I think maybe if I was just meeting someone and they asked me, I might say that, I make videos and I edit them and I put them on YouTube. But obviously everyone watching this already knows that. So I don't want to completely blow off the question. So, since everyone seemed to really enjoy Sean last week, I figured I'd let Sean show you his hidden talent.
Okay, so this is my talent.
By the way, did anyone else notice how drunk Sean looks in the last couple seconds of that video? Seriously, So no one did a video response and participated in the gross drinking contest, and I was a little disappointed about that, but honestly, I can't blame anyone. You know, why participate in something like that if you don't have to? So I'm going to put a link on the side, and you can vote for either me or Alex, whoever you thought drank the grossest drink. My challenge for you guys this week is to subtly incorporate a reference from one of your favorite TV shows into your next blog. And the challenge for the subscribers is to try to figure out what that is, and then you can leave it in comments and stuff. And I will do this next week. So that's just about it, but we have one last thing to talk about, and that's this gift exchange. And I sent a message out to the other 5 Awesome Midwesterners on Facebook, and not everyone got back to me yet, but I think this is the way it's going to go down, so this is subject to change. I think everyone will be buying a gift for everyone else, but we're going to keep it to a $5 minimum, and, it shouldn't be about spending money, it should be about finding something that has to do with the person you're giving it to. So basically, we're combining all the ideas we talked about so far, except for mine. See everyone next week. Take it away, Alex.